Hi everybody, this is Dr. Brown and we're going to be looking at animating objects inside of Unreal Engine 5 using Sequencer. So this is very similar to the directional light video, but I'll be doing it with an object and showing you how to make like an object disappear if you want it to disappear at the end, or just stop moving if that's all you want it to do. So first thing we start off with is an actual object. So we have this object over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make a new image sequence. So I'm going to go ahead and go over here and click add level sequence. I'll call this bed underscore scare. And then what we have to do is add this to it. So let me see what this is called. Bed A. Okay. So actor to sequence, K3D lab bed A. So now that it's added to the sequence, what we can do is we can simply hit S, which is, let me click in here, hit S, which is going to give us a keyframe. And then what I can do is decide that, oh, I want this to be at 60 frames a second, so I want this to move across this area in 60 frames in 1 second. So I'll go ahead and slide to frame 60 first. Then I'll slide this all the way around, all the way to the other edge, not through it, all the way there. And then I will come back over here, go to 60 and hit S. Whoops, I accidentally move back, come over here, hit S. There we go. So now it's doing that, which is perfect. That's exactly what we want. Now this is our overall animation length right here. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that down to 120. So I have 2 seconds. So I have 2 seconds total for this animation. And one of those seconds is used with animation, and one of those seconds I'm going to use as dead time to do a delay and pause it, etc., etc. Okay, so now that we're done with that animation, I'll just go ahead and save it, and then I'll close that. And then we need to add a trigger box. So I'm going to add this trigger box. I'll add it right over here by the ramp so we can see it happen. Okay, so there's my trigger box. That way, once I cross this trigger, it's going to end up moving this bed. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my level blueprint. There we go. So now I need this trigger box in here. So I'm going to right click, add event for trigger box, collision, on actor begin overlap. And then I need my bed scare. So I'll just grab it off the side there and pull it in. And then I'm going to pull off of the bed scare. I'm going to type play. This says play sequence player. I'll move this up here so it's a little easier to see. We only want it to happen one time, so I'm going to go ahead and pull off of this and type do once. I'm going to choose that first one because we only want it to trigger once. We don't want it to keep resetting and triggering every time. So this way it's only going to trigger once, and that's it. So then we can see how this works real quick. So there it goes, and then it resets. But I can't re-trigger because of that do once, which is perfect. So now we just need to make it pause at the end. So we'll go back into our level blueprint. And after this, we're going to do a delay. And that delay is going to be for 1.5 seconds. Because I know I have 2 seconds to mess with, so I can go for 1.5. And then I'm going to pull off of this, and I'm going to type pause. And we'll grab the pause sequence player one. Load this up there. Connect these two. Compile. Save. And I will go over here and hit play. And now it's actually going to pause and stay there, which is exactly what we want to happen. So let's say you want something to disappear. That's really easy to do. So let's say you want something to fly across the screen and then just disappear. So an old animator's trick for that is, let me open up bed scare here. Oh, bed scare, there we are. So I'm going to go ahead and slide forward, and then I'm going to go to frame 61. Okay, so I'm at frame 61. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this bed under the ground, and I'm going to hit S. So now what's going to happen is it's going to play and then disappear. So I'll go ahead and save that. Hit X, go ahead and hit play. And there you go. It disappeared. And it's only going to trigger once. So that's all you have to do for simply animating an object inside a sequencer in Unreal Engine 5. I hope you enjoyed the video.